Christina for Sewn Patterns. Sewing your own pattern starts with a little fabric know-how. There is an abundance of fabrics to choose for clothing, from the natural fibers including cotton, wool, silk, and linen, and the man-made fibers including rayon, polyester, nylon, acrylic, and acetate. Other fabrics are made from the natural substances leather and fur. Wait until you have some sewing experience under your belt before you tackle those. Here are some examples of different kinds of fabrics. Cotton and linen are the most commonly used fabrics made from plant fibers. Wool and silk are the animal fibers we are most familiar with. Synthetic fibers like polyester, acetate, and rayons are often more economical and have other features that make them a good choice for clothing. Blends are fabrics that combine the best of two worlds, often mixing natural fibers with synthetic ones. You've all heard of polycotton blends, right? The texture and feel of cotton and the resistance to wrinkles all at the same time. The ends of bolts almost always include the fiber content of the fabric you are buying. Mostly you only really need to know two things. How do I clean it, and is it appropriate for the garment I'm making? Cottons usually respond best to soap and water and will usually shrink a little bit when washed. Dry cleaning is most often recommended for woolens, as these usually shrink a lot and matte when they're washed in water. Silks and rayons are usually washable unless the bolt says not to wash them. If there's no washing or care information on the bolt when you select the fabric, ask the sales clerk or simply test a small piece of the fabric by washing and drying it before you cut out your garment. As for the appropriateness of the fabric, you wouldn't make an outerwear jacket from a thin, gauzy fabric or a summer t-shirt from a heavyweight wool. Most patterns include suggested fabrics on the pattern back. Now let's talk about preparing your fabric for sewing. If your fabric is washable and you intend to wash your garment after it's made, it's wise to pre-shrink the fabric. Put it in the washing machine with similar colors or by itself. No detergent is necessary, and wash with any temperature water on a short cycle. Really, all you have to do is rinse well, spin the water out, and put it into a hot dryer. This will take care of shrinking the fabric before you cut it out. You wouldn't want your garment to change size when you wash it after it's sewn. This will also generally remove any fugitive dye or dye that has not been set into the fabric, so that the color won't bleed onto other colors in your garment or in your first load of washing with your garment. Any fabric fillers added to improve the presentation will be washed away so you can see it as it will be after washing and decide if this is the final look you want for your garment. After you pre-shrink your fabric, iron it to remove the wrinkles, and then you'll be ready to cut out your garment.